It is with excitement and great anticipation that we welcome you, class of 2013, to the University of Pennsylvania. My friends, will you please join me for the invocation? Our prayer for you this evening is a simple one, that you move and be moved. In regards to the latter, may you in the course of your studies read passages so profound that you have to put the book down and savor the majesty of your words. May you be so moved by the concepts, theories, histories, and futures taught by your professors that you leave each lecture inspired and motivated, looking forward to the next class session. May you be so moved by watching your classmates running, playing with passion on our fields, and even this very court, that you stand and cheer, that you paint yourselves in red and blue, that you rush the court, that you throw toast at football games, and enjoy our rich athletic tradition here at Penn. And may you, while watching your friends sing and dance and act on the stage, be moved to your feet with applause, ovation, and even art-inspired tears. Class of 2013, may you not only be moved, but may you also move others. May you inspire, create, rebuild, renew. May you write, design, heal, develop, move and be moved. Our hope for you this evening, as you begin your season here at Penn, is that you move others. Indeed, change the world, and that you be moved yourself in the process. Amen.
Good evening. As the Dean of Admissions, I had the privilege over this past year to work with your regional admission officers. Please be seated. You're already admitted, so. Working with your regional admission officers, as well as the professionals from the 4 undergraduate schools and the faculty, to really get a sense of your stories, intellectually and co-curricularly, to select you individually, but you also collectively as a class. A congressman from the mid-1800s, while looking at a statue that was being unveiled of Benjamin Franklin, quoted, "Lift up your heads and look up at the image of a man who rose from nothing, who owed nothing to parentage or patronage, who enjoyed no advantages of early education which are not open to yourselves, who performed the most menial services in the businesses in which his early life was employed, but who lived to stand before kings and died to leave a name which the world will never forget." Whether you agree with this assessment of individual attainment or some disagreements by individuals like Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers, that indeed the legacies passed down by our forebears shape the patterns of our own achievement, and that only by asking where they are from that we can unravel the logic behind who succeeds. Tonight, I ask you to feel both confident about your individual achievement, but also recognize those that have shaped you before. Certainly the parents that you have said goodbye to over the last few days, and the hundreds of thousands of alumni who have shaped the place that is the University of Pennsylvania. At Convocation, we recognize that you and your classmates will build on the traditions of the past while making your own contributions to this great university and to society at large. I contacted a recent graduate, Sarah Kamenetsky, whose brother will enroll next year after a gap year, and I asked her words of advice to all of you. And she said, there is a reason that they say college is the best 4 years of your life. It goes by before you know it. So if I had to pick some advice as an alumna who loved every second of her Penn experience, I would tell the class of 2013 exactly what I'm going to tell my brother next year. Be open-minded, experiment with classes and activities, explore Philadelphia. Start studying for exams before the day of the test. All-nighters are overrated. Become a leader, but be humble enough to be led. Don't be afraid to ask professors for help. The faculty at Penn is unsurpassed. Study hard, but also play hard. It's the big moments like Convocation, like Hay Day, but also the moments like sitting with your roommates at 2 a.m. just hanging out that will comprise the best of your Penn memories and take a lot of pictures. Go Quakers, go 2013.
Well, my warmest welcome to the great class of 2013. Let's hear it. And I extend equally warm greetings to our transfers from other colleges and universities. Transfers, smart move. So smart only begins to describe all of you assembled here today. You are, in fact, the most talented and diverse mix of students we have ever enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania, and that says a lot. Tonight's Convocation is doubly special. Not only does this ceremony mark that special moment when you officially join Penn's community of scholars, but you are also the first class ever in Penn's history to do so in the cathedral of college basketball, the Palestra. I look forward to joining you here at Penn basketball games, where I can count on Penn students to make quite a spectacle and a lot of noise. Which reminds me of John. John was a double major in economics and classical studies, and he was the leader of the Quaker cheering section my first year at Penn. John won $250,000 that year in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he graduated summa cum laude from Penn and then from Yale Law School, and is now a rising star at a prominent New York law firm. But you would have never suspected John's intellectual eminence from the costume he wore at every Penn basketball game. He appeared always, I kid you not, in a bodysuit as a hot dog with mustard. Now that is just your typical Penn student who made a lot of noise from the get-go. So members of the class of 2013, you are quite an impressive sight tonight. So how about it? Let's see how much noise you can make. Let's hear it for the class of 2013. I knew you could do it. You're a bold bunch. Now, we make, as you have just proved, we make our share of noise as we seek to make the greatest positive difference in our world. And that's what you're about to prove. We stay forever young and forever strong because, as Alfred North Whitehead once wrote, great universities preserve the connection between knowledge and the zest of life by uniting the young and the old in the imaginative consideration of learning. I don't have to tell those on the podium or you here who the young and who the old are, but I can tell you the old love to be united with you. We admitted you to Penn not simply because you're smart. Most of our 23,000 applicants had very impressive transcripts, yet most are not here. You are here because, in our expert judgment, you have the creativity, the drive, and the leadership potential to keep Penn's community of scholars forever young and forever strong. So you have no further reason to wonder why we admitted you to Penn. But you have many reasons to ask yourself a far, far trickier question. What am I here to accomplish? So let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Is it A, to avoid the job market for 4 years? B, to find great friends and maybe even a spouse or a partner? C, to party? No. D, D, all of the above. So it's clear that you recognize a grain of truth in one or more of these answers. But I am confident that you will find far more creative answers to the most important question that I have to pose to you tonight. What can I best accomplish here for myself and for Penn, for our society, and for the world? Nobody else can answer that question for you except you. But let me offer 3 tips on how to find the right answer that I wish someone had given me my first year in college. So tip number 1, ask good questions. As a freshman, I was reluctant to pepper my professors with questions, but I found my voice when I learned the value of good questions, which enliven every discussion, which fire the imagination, and lead to the most important intellectual breakthroughs. As Paul Samuelson noted, good questions outrank easy answers, which leads me to tip number 2. Resist the lure of easy answers. As H.L. Mencken understood, for every problem, there is one solution which is simple, neat, and wrong. When the public debate on health care reform degenerates into a mud wrestling match of superficial, shrill, and extreme rhetoric, nothing good is gained. Succumbing to the temptation of easy answers would be fatal to your intellectual and personal growth. You didn't come to Penn to regress into what Michael Oakeshott called the clamorous and conflicting absolutes of adolescence. Been there, done that, that's not why we admitted you to Penn. Rather, you came here as intellectual adventurers who, by wrestling with complexity, will raise the caliber of discourse in our society. You also, by the way, will do well on your research papers and exams if you face up to the complexity of the problem head on. Consider the strongest alternate answers before you settle on your own. Which leads me to tip number 3. Fearlessly develop your own unique talents, personality, and passions to their utmost. This is the one time in your life when, as Whitehead observed, you are free to think rightly and wrongly, and free to appreciate the variousness of the universe undisturbed by its perils. Penn offers you a safe haven. Take advantage of it. Make the most of it. You have here a safe haven to make every non-life-threatening mistake from which you can grow intellectually, personally, and ethically. Your professors will be tough on you at times, as were mine. I confess, I shouldn't be confessing in front of such a large audience, but I do confess to having such a good time my senior year that I kept putting off writing my senior thesis, and putting it off until I had only 4 days to finish what was supposed to be my crowning undergraduate intellectual accomplishment. So, what did I do? I pulled off 3 consecutive all-nighters and went 4 days without sleep. I handed in my senior thesis. It's true. I handed in my senior thesis, and it was far from polished, and I promptly crashed on a couch. I slept nonstop for so long that I woke up the next decade. Now, needless to say, my senior thesis did not turn out to be the magnum opus that I had originally anticipated, envisioned, dreamt of. Although I did dream very well that night after the 4 days, and I wasn't thrilled, however, when a rather harsh critique came in by one of my faculty advisors. But the experience taught me a very valuable and enduring lesson on the perils of procrastination. A very successful Penn alumnus still vividly recalls how the head football coach was on his case all the time. Bob finally got up the gumption to complain to the coach, "Coach, why are you on my case all the time?" "Bob," the coach replied, "you should worry when I'm not on your case, because that will mean I don't care about how you play anymore." Penn is forever young and forever strong in no small measure because we care passionately, and we take pride in helping one another learn from our mistakes at least as much as from our successes. I learned more from my mistake in writing in my senior thesis than I could have had I been a roaring success in that enterprise. Whether we are exposing falsehoods in mathematical proofs or flaws in an athletic or musical performance, whether we are seeking new insights and truths or defending old ones, we don't believe in coddling one another or standing on ceremony. We push one another to excel. But as a community of scholars, we always stand by one another. We always keep an eye out for one another. Remember, from this day forward, you are more than students of the College of Arts and Sciences. Where are you? You are more than Penn nursing students. You are more than Penn engineering students. And yes, you are more than Whartonites. You are also citizens of our great university community with the opportunity and the responsibility to answer a very basic question: what can I best accomplish here at Penn? We promise you a lot of intellectual adventures and much fun along the way. You will form many lasting friendships with your new peers. Your professors will help you cultivate your mind. They will help you develop your character, and they will help you to find a place of leadership in the world. Just ask good questions, resist the lure of easy answers, and fearlessly march to the tune of your own personality, your own unique talents, and your own deepest passions. And you will do exceedingly well at Penn and beyond. Members of the great class of 2013, you are among friends. Welcome to Penn, and may you keep us forever young and forever strong. And go Quakers!
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. How you guys doing today? Good? Get excited, make some noise, come on. Freshman in Penn, do you have I used to roll the dice, put the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls would close on me, and I discovered that my castle would stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, and once you go there was never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in. The shattered windows and the sound of drums. The people couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries waiting for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. When I ruled the world. Thank you so much.
Let me add my welcome to the great class of 2013. As you sit here this evening, now finished with your orientation and about to begin your studies, you're probably experiencing a mix of emotions. You're excited, you're eager to begin, and maybe you're just a little bit nervous. I know just how you feel. Although I've been at Penn for more than a decade, this is my first convocation as provost. And it is this sense of newness that I'd like to talk with you about. We think of beginnings, of trying something new, as an opportunity to start fresh. And in many ways, that's true. Your 4 years here will offer ample opportunity to think and to learn, to examine and discuss ideas, in new ways. This is a new place, a different kind of place. It's a place where you will be asked to challenge convention, to re-examine what you know on your own journey of self-discovery. One aspect of that journey is an opportunity for revision. After all, each member of this class is new. Nobody knows you. We've all heard that college is a chance to remake yourself, to be or to become a different person, a new person. You know, it's sort of like Extreme Makeover, Ivy League edition. But seriously, what can new mean without reference to what has come before? Consider College Hall. Dating to 1873, it's the oldest building on campus. And as you were probably told on your first tour, local lore has it that cartoonist Charles Addams, a Penn alum, used it as the inspiration for the Addams family mansion. Today, the president and I haunt the halls. Or consider this building, the Palestra. Built in 1927, it has hosted more games than any other college facility in the country. Like these buildings, this university is renovated occasionally. But in a larger sense, though it retains its essential character, it undergoes continual change. You are the architects of that change. Like all the classes that preceded yours and all those to follow, you will make it your own. Now consider Philadelphia, your new home. It was one of the nation's original cities. Before that, Philadelphia was home to the Lenape, followed by the Swedish, the Dutch, and the British, and to waves of immigration from around the world. Old? Yes. Yet Philadelphia has always been a place of new beginnings. It was the place where American colonists determined that the existing system was outdated and unfair and ripe for revision. Penn itself follows this tradition. America's first university, home to the nation's first medical and business schools, home to the first student union, Houston Hall, and to the first general purpose electronic computer, ENIAC. Penn is old too, but radically and continuously new also from its beginning. In creating a public academy, Benjamin Franklin envisioned a new kind of place for a new world, a secular university, one that would offer a multidisciplinary education to be used in the service of society, not to further stratify it. Today, this idea hardly seems novel. Yet at the time, it was untested and unfamiliar to almost everyone. That is what it's like to be new, to be untested and unfamiliar. Like Penn at its founding, like a student union in 1896, like ENIAC in 1946, like you today. You will find, as Franklin did, that there are vast opportunities in facing the unknown and endless room for exploration. This too is part of the Penn tradition. But new is not necessarily improved. In your quest to take advantage of your newness, consider the following story about Albert Einstein. Einstein was notoriously absent-minded and cared little for his appearance. It is said that the physicist's wife often suggested that he dressed more professionally when he went off to work. "Why should I?" he would say. "Everybody knows me there." Well, one day Einstein was about to attend his first major conference. His wife pleaded with him just this once, "Please, just dress up a bit." "Why should I?" he said. "Nobody knows me there." As Einstein realized, changing one's appearance is easy. Fundamentally, though, we remain who we are. When we worry too much about what others think, when we try too hard to impress everyone else, to be something we're not, it shows, and it rings false. Yes, you are new here, but you begin at Penn, not from scratch, but from almost 2 decades of learning and preparation, informed and shaped by your family, your friends, and your teachers. You are here to renovate, not to reinvent, to become well-rounded, not remade. You were chosen because of who you are. Any renovation presents some potential dangers, and even the best designs often need to be altered. And as always, there are shortcuts. The dangerous temptation of 4 years of unsupervised work release. Well, now it's up to you. You, Philadelphia, and Penn have had glorious but distinct pasts. Unlike our pasts, our future will be shared. It will be largely of your making. Be bold, be new, but be true to your best selves. In time, you will have made changes and history here. Your own occasions to mark, your own traditions to observe. Class of 2013, I am honored to welcome you to the new Penn, your Penn.
We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem. Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets that lead them, and sirens call them on with a song. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the great and small, stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the darkening dawn. It's asking for the taking. Coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the great and small, stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the darkening dawn. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem.
On behalf of the nearly 300,000 Penn alumni around the globe, let me add my congratulations to all of you as you begin your education at simply the best university on the planet. We are so proud of what you have already accomplished to earn a place in this distinguished class, and we look forward with great anticipation to the achievements which lie in store for you as you partake of all that Penn has to offer. Now, you may be wondering why you're hearing from the alumni president when you have not yet even attended your first class. It's simple. You belong to the Penn alumni community from day one. No need to wait until you graduate in lucky 2013. You may spend only a few years here in West Philly, but Penn will be your home away from home for the rest of your lives. Long after your formal education ends, Penn will remain the center of your intellectual life. The friends you make here will last a lifetime. It's an oft-repeated but true claim that some of the deepest friendships in life are those formed in the first weeks of freshman year. That was certainly the case for me. More than 3 decades after graduating, I still have lunch every single month with my Hill suitemates. In fact, this past weekend, the daughter of one of those suitemates, herself a Penn grad, class of 2003, was married in Colorado. The theme of the rehearsal dinner was a Penn versus Michigan tailgate party. And more than 100 Penn graduates were in attendance, and I'm happy to say that way outnumbered the groom's Michigan side. We all sang a hearty rendition of the Red and the Blue. If you don't yet know the lyrics, you will soon have them memorized for life. The Penn bonds run deep. Just think, tonight the person sitting to your right or left, or the person that you go to class with tomorrow or go to a party with this weekend could well be somebody that you know forever. With its long distinguished history, Penn is a place steeped in tradition. One of the deepest held of these traditions is the commitment of Penn alumni to their alma mater. They are truly the foundation of this great university, and I mean that literally. In buildings and walkways all over campus, you will notice Ivy Day stones, pieces of bedrock inscribed with the class year. They're all over Locust Walk and College Hall. You'll see them in all the major buildings and walkways. The class of 2013 will place your own Ivy stone on campus when you graduate, as hundreds of classes have done before you, a small physical token of your presence here. But the impact of our alumni is so much greater than bricks and mortar. Penn alums are passionate about our university. We love hearing that this is the best class ever. We may feel a little bit badly that perhaps we wouldn't get in if we applied today, but secretly it makes us feel great that Penn is hotter than ever. Number 4 in U.S. News and World Report. All right. I know we like to say that the polls don't mean anything, but come on, we love the recognition. The reputation Penn enjoys today under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Gutman and our fabulous deans would not be possible without the tireless commitment of our alumni who give so generously of their time and resources. Penn graduates are world leaders in every field: business, law, medicine, arts, sports, philanthropy, and politics, to name just a few. Our governor and our mayor are Penn grads, and you will find both of them on campus often, even teaching classes. Our alumni love to come back here and share their insights with students. Penn alumni are a great resource for career advice, and I encourage you, when the time comes, take advantage of it. Penn alumni support our athletic teams and our arts programs, attending events with great enthusiasm. Often inspired by the aid they themselves may have received as students, Penn alumni have provided thousands of endowed scholarships for undergraduate and graduate financial aid to make sure the most talented students can come here to Penn. Alumni have endowed professorships, ensuring our ability to attract and retain the best faculty in the world. The best students want the best faculty, and the best faculty want the brightest students. It's a virtuous circle, and our Penn alums help make this happen. On a personal note, coming to Penn was a transformative experience for me. My parents sacrificed a great deal to send me here, but my Wharton education allowed me to have an incredibly enjoyable career in investment management. My sister and brother followed me here to Penn. I met my husband here. My son Christopher is an '06 graduate, and I've had an incredible experience as a Penn volunteer over the last 25 years. As you embark on your own transformative journey, know that Penn's alumni community will be there to support you, encourage you, and cheer you on. You are going to have the time of your life. Enjoy every moment, and good luck to each of you.
Now I would like to call upon Senior Class President Arthur Gardner Smith to present the flag of the class of 2013. Wait, Arthur. It will join the flag of previous classes at all official university events and future alumni celebrations. Thank you, Arthur. Pretty handsome, huh? So now, as we conclude this wonderful convocation, please join me in thanking Off the Beat, the Glee Club, and the Penn Band for sharing the gift of music with us this evening. It is my privilege now officially to declare that we are beginning the 270th year of the University of Pennsylvania. I look forward to summoning all of our creative powers to meet the extraordinary challenges of our world. And I also look forward to something far more immediate on our minds: dessert. So, please join us right after the ceremony under the tent on Wynn Commons, and we'll let the conversation roll. But before we process out of this great palestra, let us rise and join together in singing the Penn anthem, the Red and Blue, which is printed in your programs.